Hey guys, check out this really simple way that I've been making coffee now, I don't know, for the past year and a half or so. It's much easier than using a traditional coffee maker and coffee pot. If you're only making coffee for one person on a consistent basis and only, really making about a cup. So let me show what I do here. I have one of these electronic kettles, and I just add, a little bit more than a cup of, turn that off, a cup of water, or, one coffee cup, roughly, of water to this pitcher. And then you flick that button there, and it'll get the water boiling. A little over a cup of coffee's worth of water boiling in about, really about a minute or so, a minute to a couple minutes. So it's really incredible how fast it gets the water boiling. And then what I've done here is, instead of a big coffee maker apparatus and the coffee pot and your cup, I just have this single cup. And then what I've done is I have this little metal strainer that I just cut the bottom out of. I noticed that a couple times I noticed a slight kind of taste, like a metallic taste, without the bottom cut out, and so I wanted to make sure the coffee just drains right through the actual just paper coffee filter here, rather than passing over the metal part. So when you pick one of these up, that's what I recommend, just cutting the middle out. So what I do is I set that on top of the cup that I'm using, and then I put the paper filter on here. I found that roughly about a tablespoon or so of coffee is, adequate for what I need. I don't want it, crazy strong. Just, just a good kind of solid kick to it. So now got the water boiling here, or having just got it boiled, it's ready to go to pour in here, and I will show you how this works. Just kind of fill up the filter here. This will drain down in about a couple minutes. I usually just go ahead and do a couple other things during that time while I just let it drain down, such as fixing myself a bowl of cereal, or getting myself a glass of juice, emptying the dishwasher, just any old thing that will give you a couple minutes. That way you don't have to sit there and just watch it strain. Here. In fact, it's actually almost done there. You can see, not too much longer. Probably add just a little bit more, and that should be good. So not only is this method probably a bit faster than using the traditional coffee maker, but also you don't have to clean as many components. All you really need to clean here is basically just your coffee cup, and just give the strainer a rinse too under just cold water, or just regular tap water. Unlike the traditional way you'd have your coffee maker to clean out typically, and then your the coffee pot. And not only is that more work, but I've noticed that when a coffee maker and coffee pot aren't properly cleaned, I've noticed sometimes you get this sort of gross, bitter kind of taste in your coffee. And even sometimes when you think your coffee pot and the rest of the coffee maker is clean, sometimes you still get that taste. So I was fed up with that. I wanted a more simple way to just get really clean coffee, and something that I could, really reliably count on to taste, good each morning, and not have to worry about certain components not being totally clean, or, things like that. I typically use Colombian coffee. I know Folgers Colombian coffee is quite tasty. I've experimented with a number of different coffees, a number of different brands, and also some of those coffees have included flavored coffees. Dunkin' Donuts, I know, has been a really good coffee that I've enjoyed, although they're quite expensive. I was really impressed with this Colombian Folgers coffee because, I mean, it tastes great, but it's also a pretty good price. You can get, let's see, I'll just give you a little peek here. I mean, you can get one of these tubs for, $5 or something like that, and you can make really a lot of coffee, maybe 60 cups, something like that from it, so it's really nice. Alright, this should be about done. Yep, see there? Excellent. In fact, it probably finished up a couple minutes ago. So really in total it only took about 5-6 minutes to just make a cup of coffee. And by the way, some of the Keurig coffee I haven't found to be quite as good or fresh as the coffee that I make here. So I'll just point that out, although there probably are K-Cups and maybe certain brands that offer kind of fresher options than others, but then, okay. And lastly, I'll just show you how I prepare some coffee. I'll usually add a little bit of creamer. I tend to like adding some milk. I live in a fairly hot climate, so oftentimes, although I like coffee, I'd prefer it not to be blazing hot. So I do that. Ice cube in there. Alright, so we have the sugar, a little bit of milk, and some of this creamer that I added to the coffee. I tossed in an ice cube in there, and then you can see I put some whipped cream on top as well. I really like whipped cream on coffee. I think it gives it a really nice kind of sweet and savory quality. Take a sip here. Very good. Good quality coffee. Very simple way to make it. The last step here that I'll just mention is just cleaning the little filter. All you do is remove the coffee filter. You can toss that in the garbage. And give this a little rinse. And you're good to go. Don't need to worry about any other cleaning than that. The exception of the coffee cup, obviously, after you're done. But not too much you can do about avoiding that. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of new approach to making coffee, and that it makes your morning routine a bit easier and produces some better coffee for you. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button for more videos. I look forward to seeing you next video.